So in 8th grade, and before I even continue, this was in 8th grade. I'm not in grade 8. As you can see, I'm a grown ass woman, okay? And everything that I'm about to tell you right now, I regret. And I was a follower. I was not a leader. Like, peer pressure had me in a literal chokehold in grade 8. And I'm not proud of it. I am not proud, but I'm also not going to sit here and lie and act as if I wasn't partaking in the things I'm about to tell you. So please spare me because it was 8th grade. In 8th grade, there was this guy who was very quiet. He didn't really talk to anyone. I barely heard his voice. He was in a couple of my classes, and anytime I would interact with him, he was very, very, very nice and polite, okay? But he had a little stench to him, you know what I mean? Like a little smell, you know what I mean? And it was undeniable. It was a stink. Okay, it was pretty substantial. And because he smelled bad, he was bullied. Now, when I was in 8th grade, like, I'm not thinking at a functional level to realize that the fact that this kid stinks has nothing to do with him, because I'm sure 8th graders do not know how to wipe their ass properly. You get what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, like, that was 100% neglect, because nobody was supposed to be stinking like that in 8th grade. That's crazy. It was a mixture of BO and booty. And I say that with the utmost respect. I don't know how you're supposed to tell someone they smell like booty and BO with respect, but like respectfully. He smelled like ass and underarms all the time. Respectfully. In like 7 a.m. in the morning, he was stinking. Respectfully. And it was a stench that would literally fill up a room. Respectfully. I'm just trying to emphasize to y'all how stank it really was, because y'all really need to understand the magnitude of the stinkage, respectfully. And because of that, he was bullied really, really badly. Like, I feel like out of all the people in my school who were bullied, he was at the top of the list. There are these 3 guys at my school who were like so disrespectful, so rude, such bullies, but at the same time, they were so popular that we didn't even like categorize the shit that they did as bullying. We were just like, oh my gosh, it's so funny, that's so cool, like, but like, no, you guys are actual assholes. Like, for instance, I remember one time, 1 out of the 3 of those guys went into the boys' bathroom, filled a water bottle up with water and hand soap, shook it up, and threw it at him. Anyways, they uploaded it on YouTube and they got suspended because the principal saw the video on YouTube. He was crying, he was running away, it was a thing, okay? And like, again, now that I'm older, like, that's so fucked up. Now, my role in this, which I'm not proud of, I thought I was doing something nice, okay? I thought that I was being a kind person, but now looking back, like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? I remember my mom had gone to Costco for the first time, and she bought, like, a bunch of bar soaps, like, a bulk bunch of bar soaps. And since there was like 50 of them, I took 2 and I was like, because he's being bullied, and this was right after the YouTube incident, okay? So in my head, I was like, because he's being bullied and he was crying and I feel horrible about what happened, like, let me give him soap. Like, maybe the reason he stinks is because he ain't got no soap. Respectfully. This is my 8th grade mind thinking I'm doing something nice for the kid. And also in my 8th grade mind, I'm thinking I'm doing a good deed. I need people to see me doing this good deed. So I walked up to the nigga during lunch, might I add. This was in the wintertime. So like right before Christmas break. And my bitch ass thought that it would be a good idea, very kind, a great gesture, and a positive look onto my character if I put 2 Christmas bows on 2 Irish Spring bar soaps and handed them to him in front of everybody in the school. You need your ass beat. Me. Someone needed to beat my ass. Like, if he had a sister, even his mom should have beat my ass. Because, what? Why would you think that's a good idea? If that's not the most embarrassing, disrespectful shit I've ever, like, crazy. And now that I'm older, I'm so embarrassed, bro. I want to go to the bottom of the ocean and drown. I'm so embarrassed. But in my heart, in grade 8, I really thought I was doing something kind. I wasn't doing it out of like, you stink. I was doing it like, hey, I know you're going through a lot. Here's some Irish Spring. And I put a bow on top because it's my Christmas present from me to you. And I really hope that you use it. And you smell better and people stop bullying you because you don't deserve to be bullied. Okay? Like, that's what was going on in my head. And this was the first time I ever heard him, like, stand up for himself. It was to me. The first time he actually opened his mouth and talked to somebody, it was to me. And I deserved it. When I handed him the soap, it was lunchtime. People are around. People are looking. People are seeing. People are wondering, why is Paris going up to this guy that no one talks to and giving him something? Like, what is that? Is that soap? Is she giving him soap? I gave it to him and I was like, Merry Christmas. This nigga slapped both the soaps out of my hand and said, move the fuck out of my way. And then he brushed me with the shoulder and kept walking. Which I deserved. But I was also embarrassed that I just got brushed and cussed out by the stinkiest guy in school. Respectfully. So as he's walking away, I was just like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I'm telling you guys the whole truth. As he was walking away, I said, you need to wash your ass. Not nice. I don't condone bullying, but that's what happened. And now that I'm thinking about it, like, what was I thinking, bro? What was I thinking? Any outsider looking in would probably think that I did that on purpose to embarrass him and try to be funny in front of my friends. I swear to you on everything I love, I had good intentions. But I was also a fucking idiot. But from that day forward, me and him had like internal secret beef. Like, he would look at me, he would cut his eyes. I would look at him, I'd cut my eye as if I'm the victim. I'm not the victim here, bitch. He's 100% the one being bullied every single friggin' day. And just because he stood up for himself like he's supposed to, I'm mad. Like, kids are stupid. Think about, you're not the victim. You are not, like, you are the problem, Paris. Like, who does that? Anyways, if I keep talking about this and I keep thinking about it, I'm just gonna want to drown myself. Okay? So let me continue. Our little imaginary beef ended when we went to high school because we didn't go to the same high school. But I heard that he grew up. Like, the bitches was on him. You know, he didn't stink no more. He was wearing cologne. I said, okay, cologne. And I was happy for him. I was like, okay, that's all we really wanted was for you to take a shower. Like, you're not an ugly kid. You just need to wash up respectfully. Now, fast forward to, oh my gosh. Why do I put my business on the internet like this? This is so fucking weird. Oh my gosh. Fast forward to when me and Cameron are trying to have a child, okay? When we're trying to get pregnant, okay? Oh my gosh. I decided I wanted to do a pre-pregnancy checkup with my gynecologist because I just wanted to make sure everything was good. I was healthy. The baby would be fine. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the right path to having a healthy child. Okay. So we did a pre-pregnancy exam before we started trying to have a baby. So I walk up into the gynecologist's office like I always do, check in with the receptionist. Wait in the room for like 45 minutes because, bitch, what is taking you so damn long? And I'm greeted by my gynecologist, my regular gynecologist, okay? And we talk about the pregnancy and what we expect and what we want and what to do to try and get pregnant and, like, you know, the ins and outs of in and out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Okay. And my gynecologist says that he wants to do an internal exam with me because it's none of y'all business, okay? He needs to do an internal exam. I don't know. I don't need to over-explain myself. So he puts on his gloves. I'm laying down, legs spread apart. Cameron's in the room with me. He's just right here behind me. He ain't got to see all that. You know what I mean? He's in the back over there or whatever. And my gynecologist says, 1 second. And I'm sitting there with my legs open like, okay. He leaves the room, comes back, and asks me, is it okay if my fucking hell? Oh my gosh. Is it okay if my student witnesses the exam? I'm sitting here like, student who? Like, what are you talking about? What's student? Student, like, this is a gynecologist op. Like, what are you talking about? What's going on? So me, I'm the type of bitch. Listen, y'all, I'm the type of bitch who, like, if I get my nails done and they don't look good, most of the time, I won't say anything. If I get my hair done and I look a mess, I won't say anything, but then I'll go home and I'll cry. I will cry my ass off. But I do not have the balls to be like, hey, could you like fix the part here? Hey, like I'm actually missing a whole nail right here. You said you're done, but I'm actually missing a whole nail. Could you put a nail on that? Like I would never say that. I would sit there, pay my money and go home and complain. Okay. I hate people like me too. Trust me. So when he asked if his student could come in, I'm like, yeah, sure. In the back of my head, I'm like, I don't even want you to see my coochie. And you bringing a student in to come look at my cooch? Like, this is crazy. Y'all already know the rest of the story. In comes the motherfucking student. The student is a stinky ass nigga from grade 8. Respectfully. And I'm just laying on the motherfucking bed with my legs wide open, letting that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Astronomically open. And in comes the stinky ass nigga that I had beef with in grade 8. Respectfully. Full gown, full white on white, like looking like a doctor. Got the little scope thing over his neck, looking all professional. But I would rather not have this nigga look at my punani. So I'm laying there in shock, like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at Cameron, and Cam's looking at me like, what? Like, what's the problem? Like, cause Cameron don't know this nigga from nowhere. And we lock eyes, and he just continues talking as if, like, you don't know me. I know you know me. So he introduces himself. Hi, I'm Dr. Da-da-da-da, and I'm just gonna be witnessing this exam today. Is that okay with you? And I'm like, yeah, nigga, the fuck, sure. Like, you already walked in and saw everything. What is the point of me, like, saying no now? You already saw what I didn't want you to see. So my doctor does the exam, and he's explaining things to this guy, and then, oh my god, I could friggin' cry. And then the doctor's like, you get your gloves on, and is it okay, Paris, for him to do the exam on you? And at this point, I'm like, looking is one thing, being, whoa, this is too much. Like, I can cry. My heart is beating, my head is racing, my thoughts are thoughting, my anxiety is anxieting. I'm about to have a panic attack with my coochie out. I'm pretty sure you can see my butt too. I'm pretty sure you can see my butthole. This is mad. No one has ever seen my butt hole. Ever. The toilet bowl and the toilet bowl only. I feel a breeze. I feel a breeze in between my cheeks. I'm for sure certain my booty hole is exposed. I want to go home. So he does what he does, and, you know, doctor's explaining shit to him or whatever. And then the thing that just, like, pissed me off was him looking at me and being like, thank you. And I'm like, thank you? Thank you? I don't like that. I would rather you just step back and act like nothing. Just like, don't thank me. What are you thanking me for? I did not just provide you a service. Please. So then him and my gynecologist leave the office so I can get dressed. And I turned around to Cameron. I said, Cameron, I went to school with that nigga. And his fingers was just, where? Like, I was just talking. I don't remember if I was loud or not. Like, my mind was going crazy and I was just talking. I was just saying bare shit. Just talking, talking. Okay, I was just talking. So after I put my clothes on, doctor knocks on the door. My gynecologist and the guy came in, and my gynecologist was like, oh, Paris, you didn't tell me that you knew him. And I was like, yeah. So I guess he told my gynecologist, like, we went to school together or whatever. Which to me made it even more awkward. You could have just left that to yourself. Like, my gynecologist doesn't need to, like, he don't need to know that. He doesn't need to know. My nose is running. Like, this is serious. Anyways, we pack our shit. We go to the receptionist to book for another appointment. And as we're booking for the other appointment, the guy the stinky guy, respectfully, he walks behind us like he's done his lessons for today or whatever. He's gone. He has his coat on, whatever. So me and Cam are walking down the hall, and I'm still talking to him about how embarrassed I am and, like, the fake beef me and him had at school. Like, I'm just talking to him, not even thinking or realizing that I can't see the elevators yet. The hallway's long, and then you have to turn, and then when you turn, you see the elevators. I'm talking all this shit, explaining all this shit to my husband, and the man is right there waiting for the elevator. He 100% heard everything I was saying. I wasn't saying anything crazy like, oh, I hate this guy. I was more like, that was the most awkward thing I've ever been through in my life. Like, this guy who I went to school with, who I had a problem with back in the day, like, he just saw everything he wasn't supposed to see. Like, Cam, you don't understand how I feel. I feel so uncomfortable right now. I should have said something. I should have said no. I should have said, I don't want this to happen. But I sat there and I let it happen and I feel disgusting. And it's my fault. Because, bitch, it's your body. If you don't want to exam, say you don't want to exam. The fuck? I'm not mad at anyone but myself. Trust me. We turn the corner. He's there. Oh, my fuck. I said, Cam, let's take the stairs. Go this way. Let's take the stairs. So we walk down the stairs. When we get to the bottom, elevator opens. There he is again. And he stops me. He stops me and he's like, hey, like, I know we haven't seen each other for a long time, but like, I don't have any problems with you and I don't want you to feel weird about what just happened. Like, it's totally in a professional setting. Everything is confidential. Like, don't think too hard about it. Don't feel uncomfortable. I promise you, my job is to help people, help women. And that's why I'm in school, because I want to help women. And he explained a bunch of things to me. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but he explained a bunch of things to me about his grandma and why he got into gynecology. And that 100% made me feel so much better, but not 100% better. And right there and right then, something within me, like, I don't know what entered my body, but I immediately was like, I need to apologize to this guy for what happened in grade 8, even though we are grown ass adults trying to have a child right now. Like, the reason why you was doing what you was doing is because I'm trying to have a baby. So obviously I'm not in grade 8 no more. But at the same time, I felt like because I was talking about our beef and he heard that, I didn't want him to, you guys get what I'm saying. So anyways, I was compelled to apologize. So I said, okay, I understand. I know you could probably understand how I feel weird and uncomfortable, but again, I could have declined. So like, it's not your fault. Don't feel like it's your fault. And I also just wanted to say, I really, really want to apologize for what happened years and years ago with the whole Christmas gift thing. I didn't want to say so because I felt like that would be like opening a closed wound. So I was like, I'm sorry for the whole Christmas gift thing that happened when we were kids, and I hope you can forgive me. And he was like, you've been forgiven a long time ago. And I felt really, really good about that. And it made me like, it was a good ending. It was a good ending. Like, we ended off on good terms and I ain't never seen that nigga again. And that's how I wanted to stay, to be honest. Like, I wish you the best in your gynecology journey. Like, you're doing better than a lot of us. You're doing it better than a lot of us in school that you went to school with them niggas that was bullying you. I promise you, like, them niggas in school is not finna get paid the way you finna get paid when you finish school. So congratulations to you, but I don't want to see you again. I don't ever want to see you again. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. Congratulations. Wish you all the best. You're doing better than a lot of us that went to that school. A lot of us, okay? Them pussies will thank you. I'm sure they will, because you're giving professional. You're giving knowledge. You're giving gynecologist. So congratulations. And he was always a smart kid too, so I'm not shocked that like he's about to have a good job or he has a good job, because this happened, what, 2 years ago? Yeah, around the time we were trying to have the baby, yeah. So around 2 years ago. And I wish him all the best. And that's that. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. Everything is going to be listed down below for your convenience. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Those are the two main platforms that I use. And I have 2 accounts on both of those. So make sure you follow me. I've been doing secret contests on my Instagram stories. So if you want to win cash, sometimes I give away money. Sometimes I buy your food for the day on Uber Eats. It doesn't matter if you're in America, I can still buy you food. Sometimes I give you gifts, and those only happen on my Instagram stories because it's a secret contest. So the less people who know, the better chance you have of winning. So follow me on Instagram to enter those. And I want you to do me one more favor. Leave a comment down below and let me know where in the world you're from. What country or what state you are from, because my demographic lately has been saying South Africa. Well, I don't think that's right. I honestly think it's a glitch, because my 2 main countries are usually Canada and the USA. USA first and then Canada and then the UK. So where's South Africa coming from? Let me know in the comment section down below where you're from. That would help me out a lot. I'm trying to figure something out, okay? I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles. In my coochie.